why we're doing it. I love power. I've been in the business for the past 8 years, but that interest in energy comes from my childhood. I was living for 5 years in Africa, and the energy was something that sometimes it was on, sometimes it was off, because of how basically governments and utilities maintain the systems in operation. And when it was off, you were going outside, you were switching off the electric generator, it was diesel or gas, and you could go through the night with that. So once it was 2 years ago, I was back, and funny thing is, nothing really changed. So why WePower and why we were building it? So energy becomes cheaper with more renewables coming online. It provides opportunity for everybody to take advantage of that and have energy everywhere in the world. But it's not happening because the tools that we have to use to build that are not there. WePower built a renewable energy exchange platform which allows people to interact directly with producers. So it could be a household, it could be an investor. They can go directly to the producer, buy the energy in the form of smart contract, and well, they can invest in it and sell it on the marketplace, or they can use it for themselves. So it basically provides easier access to global capital for the energy producers. It allows customers to acquire renewable energy cheaper, and it also provides full transparency. So you have transparency of production, where the energy was actually produced, and you know where you're consuming it yourself. And plus, it allows the emissions accounting, which is a very important issue today. So where the value comes from? The value comes from a simpler investment process. So we're cutting out the middleman and sharing the income between energy producers and energy consumers. So they're able to get more IRR on that, on their investment, and developers are able to deploy more capital and create more renewable energy. The token itself is asset-based token, so the people who hold WPI tokens, they're getting to receive energy directly from the energy producers. They can use it themselves. They can sell it on the platform to other participants. We are integrating with the current energy systems, and we're basing it on decarbonization, decentralization, and democratization of the grid. This is our core principles, and we strive to become a next generation utility. What separates us and differs us from the current existing market? So there are traditional energy utilities like Enel or Gibraltar that work here, well, close in Spain, and they come from centralized energy production and centralized energy distribution. There are startups in the blockchain space like Grid Plus in the US, which focuses on market entrance, and Power Ledger from Australia that focuses on sales of energy, the surplus energy from solar power plants. We combine both best practices from the things, and we're building a decentralized energy utility. It is a very ambitious goal, and we have a team that is built to deliver. As I mentioned myself, I come from energy, and I'm working in this space for the past 8 years, developing renewable energy. Our CTO, Kaspar Kalak, who was presenting yesterday, he and his team was responsible for building a smart grid. There are actually only 2 now in existence in the world. One is in Estonia, one is in Texas. So we have a very experienced team that can actually deliver on the promise of building everything. We have very great support from John Martyniuk and banker founder Eyal Herzog. And we have a team of 24 people working now with a development team in Estonia. We're getting traction already. We recently signed a partnership with Estonian transmission systems operator, which will allow us to tokenize the energy of the whole country. We're working on that now with them. We have a pipeline of projects in Spain of around 1,000 megawatts already. And we recently finished our public pre-sale at $3 million. We're currently working on further on our fundraising, and it's post pre-sale now. And our hard cap is 35 million. We're looking to distribute 55% of the tokens that are going to be released in total. So we're trying to change the world, but it's a very ambitious goal. We have a long way to go. The first phase that we're working on, we're going to start operating in 9 months with first plants in Spain. Please join the revolution with us. Thank you for your time and for your support.
Am I correct that it is not as much a technological hurdle as a regulatory hurdle for your expansion? And if yes, what is your expectation? Which are the jurisdictions that are going to be more receptive? Estonia, of course, that's an easy one. You mentioned Texas, that's a surprising one.
Yeah, so yes, regulatory part is very important because we have to work within the existing framework of how companies need to operate, and you cannot basically break it down and work because you have to rely on the currently existing infrastructure. If somebody says that we're going to do peer-to-peer transactions without the grid, it is impossible. The grid is there and you have to work with it. So that's why we partner with companies that operate the grids today to get the information we need to make it, it's a symbiosis. We work with them to make a product they don't have and don't want to develop, and they have the infrastructure we need together with them. The countries, the rollout in Europe is going on, so the time frame for that and everybody's looking at the countries that already implemented infrastructure projects like Estonia. So everywhere else in the world, they're looking at those examples like in Texas or Estonia, how to implement the smart grid system and to operate it in their country. Europe has this target to finish the full rollout in 2.5 years. Some countries are already in the middle of the process. Some countries are still going on. If we take not the final consumers, not the households, but bigger companies that buy energy every day, most of them are ready to work now.